Okay.
Alright, now we're all ready. Hello and welcome back to Adventures in Sahrown, where I am your host, Naysaber, and I think I might have flubbed up quite a bit yet last time. But enough about that screw up and mockery of myself. I have to fix things and help change the setting a little bit. But not really.
He's not going to admit defeat. He's not going to admit when he's wrong. He's just going to pile
Oh
it.
no, I have to go with the flow. I made a mistake, and now we got to deal with that mistake.
Magical poof. We get out.
There is only one person who managed to escape this scene, and the rest of us are going to burn to death several times.
Well, it's not like you could follow through me the 4-foot hole in the wall.
I thought you were a were-rap. Weren't you like freaking...
Exactly, 4 feet. He's actually smaller than the human form, which I thought would be hilarious.
Yeah. Are you still digging? Or like, because I thought we left off of you like starting to dig.
Starting?
No, he escaped, and then immediately transformed back as he escaped.
Oh, well, when I get the chance, I'm going to angrily chase after him and try to fit through the hole.
Alright. So that's what Duran's gonna do, is escape through the hole in the wall.
And go after Cheesewheel.
And go after Cheesewheel angrily.
Angrily.
Meanwhile, back inside the building, on the catwalks, you have Metis and Muteki.
Muteki meanwhile is kind of leaning on Menace a little bit because he's kind of gotten really badly. He's kind of beat up right now, actually.
By a chain.
Yep. Well, not by a chain, but actually by I don't remember what I got beat up by, but anyway.
What you got beat up by was...
I kicked that chain's ass. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, wounded. I think it was by the were-rat.
Yeah, that's true. I think that was, yeah.
Gate's vicious when he's a were-rat. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to find a way out of this mess now that the entire place is exploding.
Well, it is definitely covered in molten steel. At least the floor level is. You have a person... you notice with your mind, you hear a couple of faint voices in your head. One is of the guy that you ended up rescuing earlier, who's also on a catwalk. And the other is of the person that's dangling, that's on the other side of the room. And finally, you seem to hear something that doesn't seem quite human underneath you.
So, not the were-rat, though.
Not the were-rat. It does not sound very bestial. It sounds otherworldly-ish.
Muteki just kind of turns his attention toward the other individual who is dangling. He's like, swears in Japanese. I need to find...
I like to think he's like, swears in Japanese.
It's like the only person who actually catches on the fact that he's just saying more swears in Japanese is Menace. No.
Menace doesn't speak any Japanese.
But
no. He's saying the words swears in Japanese.
And that's
but
all
is he
hears.
saying them in Japanese? That's the real question.
Yes. He is saying that in Japanese, yes. Anyway, he proceeds to glance over at Metis and what was the snail again? I think I was hindered in some way or tired or extra efforted.
You were fatigued, I think.
In that case, I should probably change this to a snail because Metis was also fatigue a dude.
Yep. Muteki just sort of glances.
Basically just means you only have -1 to your speed.
Muteki just sort of glances over at Metis and it's like, if we are to have a chance, there is another individual who is suspended above the steel. We need to go save him. Or her.
It's a her. You look over, you glance over with your eyes, and you notice it's indeed a female dangling.
He's like, her. He states, Metis, do you have Metis, are you able to heal my current wounds?
I'll try.
Do not push yourself too hard.
And does there it is. Oop.
All right. So with that, ooh, whoa, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees of success. Ooh. So, do you heal fatigue and?
I don't have energize. No.
You do not have energize. Okay.
I only have stabilize and being able to use it as a move action.
Fair enough. All right. So, Muteki, you are healed of all wounds.
All right. He just sort of glances over at the lady who is dangling above everything there, and realizing as well that if there's smoke coming off of the molten steel, that's probably not good for anyone's lungs.
Let me just grab civilian pog female. There you go.
Civilian?
I need to actually make some actual civilian pogs that are in my style. But in the meantime, Hero Machine will do.
All right.
She seems to be passed out at the moment.
He just sort of sighs a little bit, realizing as well that where is she? I don't see her.
Right over here.
Oh.
Let me about 45 feet away. The catwalk literally runs around like so.
And he proceeds to hop on over this way for the leaping.
Okay.
And he's going to do what he did with the previous guy. And he's going to reach out telekinetically. He's going to reach out telekinetically and drag the person over, basically. Out of the air. Mm-hmm.
So as you do so, the chains are moving and kind of have them laying pig roast style over the lava as you grab onto the chain.
Right. Yep. And as he basically does his best to make sure that he's holding onto the chain properly, and he's got her as well. He basically proceeds to try and attack the chain at the point where it's like held on at the point where he's still holding on to her, but like it's not, and she's not going to fall in, but it's also not bolting her to the ceiling anymore. If that makes sense.
Right. Well, give me your roll of that there attacky.
Yep, and it's at this point that I will remind you that he is going to activate his enhanced strength 7 to boost this a bit. So I'm just going to make sure that this is all good. Okay, it is already good. It's already factored in. So, Shaka! I'm not attacking with a sword. Miteki is a sword.
Okay.
You do have a sword, though. It's right back there.
I do.
Yeah.
You are correct.
So, Tim wields a sword as he slashes down. He doesn't make the critical, though. Well, he does make a critical against the actual chains because he rolled a 15. But let's see what happens. Those chains snap very easily.
It's like he proceeds to pull the woman up onto the catwalk, kind of sets her down, and immediately makes it a point to toss the chain into this molten steel below.
All right, you hear a as it falls into the molten steel,
and as he proceeds to pick her up and whatnot, and brings her back over this way.
Okay.
Hops on back over to Metis, and looks over and states, "Can you make sure she is alive?"
And does heal the tube?
Okay. Well, she is stabilized at the very least, but she is still unconscious. However, both of you end up noticing, coming from the lava, it might as well be, it's molten steel, coming over where this guy is on the other side of the room, Let's see. Where'd that pug go? There it is. This flaming creature just bursts out. Well, bursts out. It comes out of the fiery pits as it puts one hand on the catwalk. What do you do?
All right, a big scary thing is coming out of the steel pits. Then, okay.
Yes.
Is there a? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see it now. Muteki proceeds to glance over at Metis, and is there like a way across on these catwalks like normally?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can run across. Let me actually. Best way to do this is probably doing something like this. Scroll up. Come on, not over. Up. Shit. Whatever. So.
Muteki glances over at Metis and proceeds to say, "If you can, Metis, I will distract the creature. You try and evacuate the civilians. Get to the roof."
But how?
He just sort of looks around and tries to see.
Toss her up. Just give her a good toss up through the roof. She'll be fine.
Gonna look around
That's
and
a
see if we
Duran
can find
solution.
gonna see if we can find a way to the roof.
Okay. So you look around and there's the Metis. There's the Muteki.
Because I can't make my own perception check.
All right. I might change that in the next video where I just give results and modifiers based upon stuff. You guys are pretty good about the whole metagame stuff. So Metis, at the very least, Muteki, you're too focused on trying on that giant monster at the minimum to really notice anything else within this scorching room. Metis, on the other hand, you do see over this way a staircase or a ladder that leads to the rooftop of the steel mill.
I don't think I can carry her. What should I do?
He just sort of he glances over and pauses for a moment. Drag him over. I will go. I will distract it while you get them out of harm's way at least.
Okay. I'm gonna try and drag her over to, like, here.
By the shoulders.
What is your strength again?
It's unfortunate. The other
A
strength.
-1.
A -1.
This is why I
That's-
said I don't think I can carry them.
That's 25 pounds. Even if
Yeah.
you go up, that's a 50-pound max at least to tire
Well,
yourself.
I mean, to be fair, she can drag them. Like, there's no. I mean, no.
It's a 200-pound person. She can only move 25 pounds worth of anything. She's
Okay,
a
that
weakling.
goes against the laws of physics, but okay, it's superhero games,
No, it
I guess.
doesn't.
All right, okay. Mm-hmm.
No, hold on, Tim. What?
She's not pulling him up over her shoulder. She's taking him by the shoulders and go like, "Eh!"
Yeah, she cannot physically move 200 pounds.
Whatever. Okay.
She
I'm
needs
agreeing-
some sort of device
Okay.
to do so.
Okay. I'm accepting it, but okay.
So you're gonna.
I don't
go
agree with
against-
it, but
You
okay.
don't agree with the mechanics of the system.
I don't agree with the verdict, but I'm dropping it.
Okay.
Move on. Moving.
All right. So
And
you're going off to deal with the fire creature?
well, it's either I do that or this guy's dead anyway, so I'll just go ahead and hop on over this way.
Okay. So Muteki hops off to deal with the fire creature.
Literally hopping over this way, yep.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So I'm very curious, Metis. What are you gonna be doing?
Nothing, because I'm useless in this situation.
Well,
You've said I can't drag her, so I'm going to attempt.
I said you can't drag her
uselessly.
without devices.
My technology check is like a 2. The only reason I'd be able to roll it at all is that I have Jack of all trades.
Hold on a minute. Is she tied up?
No, the tied up is no longer there. The chain was actually thrown into the molten steel.
She unconscious?
She's unconscious.
So if she wasn't, she'd be able to move herself.
Right.
Okay.
And you could try to find a way to wake her up. Okay. I guess we will deal.
I can attempt a strength check to try and drag her, inevitably fail.
Well, I mean, you can. Go ahead, try.
That's a result of an 11. Because I got a 10.
With all your might, you do manage to move 1 square.
The problem is Metis is a highly specialized character. She's not good for anything except healing and tanking damage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I guess back where Muteki is and the giant fire monster, you see the fire monster getting ready to... bringing its hand over to the guy that's laying down. He seems to have peed himself.
Muteki proceeds to, it's at this point that Muteki proceeds to reach out and he uses move object on the guy himself to pull him over, basically.
Alright. Considering he's not focused on that, he slides over to you.
Hops over and basically stands between him and the monster and proceeds to state, "Run! Ladder is that way, point."
The creature stares at you, and the guy is just like, yeah, hold on, let me just...
Help her with that other person as well!
Okay, so he runs away. Quite literally, that was the noises he was making as he was running. The fire creature just stares at Muteki.
He proceeds to Muteki just sort of stares it down. Does this thing have consciousness? Does it have conscious thought?
It does, but it's not very human. So the actual language is very hard to understand through it, but you do see pictures.
It's intelligent to an extent. Okay.
Oh, it's average intelligence. It just doesn't speak English or Japanese.
Muteki just sort of kind of looks toward it. He has his sword out still and whatnot. As far as like emotion is concerned, am I detecting malice from it?
No, you are detecting curiosity though.
Muteki just sort of holds for just a moment and proceeds to start to sheathe his blade.
Alright, it goes to reach over and grab you.
And it's at this point that he hops backwards. And essentially, it's at this point that he hops backwards and he's going to try a little thing, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to try and send over something of a, I guess the best way I can describe it is like a sense that he shouldn't do that with telepathically.
Okay.
So like, no! Or something like that, I don't know.
Alright, well, as you do that, you then see flashes of pictures in your mind as it's kind of a two-way communication at this point. And you just see it picking you up and moving you to the ladder.
Oh! Oh! Muteki proceeds to bring up his hand and proceed as if to say no thank you and starts to move toward the ladder himself, actually.
Okay, with that, the creature goes back down in the molten steel.
Mm-hmm.
And will ultimately have reappeared over here.
Or Metis is struggling with this.
Where Metis is struggling with this.
Oh boy.
And now it reaches over to you, Metis. What do?
Oh no!
So it picks...
Squeak an alarm.
Squeak an alarm. Alright. Well, I'm going to roll its unarmed grapple check to see if it can grab you. If you are resisting, that is.
I'm trying to decide if she's too panicked or not.
She hangs out with Duran a lot, so maybe she's got some, like, bravery in her.
Well, she's kind of freaking out right now for reasons not entirely related to the situation, so...
What would Duran?
Trying to decide if that means she's panicking too much to resist, or if that means that she's panicking so she resists.
Okay. Ah! The suspense, it gnaws at me.
If I'm gonna spin the damn coin, it needs to not land on friggin' damn.
You could flip it, you know.
Okay, she's paralyzed by fear right now.
Alright, so... the creature ends up grabbing you in one hand and the other person in its other hand. And moves you both to where the ladder is. And actually kind of pushes both of you up kind of like an elevator through the hole in the ceiling.
Thank you?
Oh, they didn't get burned.
No, they didn't get burned.
How did it get burned?
Well, the title of this session should be, well, I guess I'm the asshole then.
You just hear noise. It's gonna continue to keep its hand up until
Metis scrambles onto the roof and attempts to drag Lady onto roof with her.
Pretty much. So
It's
give
like-
me... Oh, that's the new... No, give me a strength check.
Nope.
Oh.
Alright, so you have a hard time actually pulling the lady, but what happens is the fire monster has something come out of its hand as if to help push the lady off.
And I'm just sort of... And I'm just... Okay, that I agree with. Anyway.
Alright, so those two are on the ceiling. And the fire creature goes back into the molten lava. Or, I keep calling it lava.
Molten
into the
steel.
molten steel.
Molten steel.
Molten.
Just think, okay, the shack. No.
Okay.
That just, yeah.
Alright, so Scaredy Pants guy is running, basically going, Me first! Get me out of here!
Muteki is just like... like, as he just sort of, as he also, following them both, he just kind of jumps up through the opening, through the ladder at the top.
Do you grab him by the collar of his shirt, pulling him with you?
It's funny, but no. That would be hilarious, but no.
Okay. So you jump through the hole and you land next to them, and you all are on the rooftop.
Yep, and just gonna go ahead and turn to Metis and proceeds to say, proceeds to turn the Metis and states, "I am sorry, I did not realize that your upper body strength needed help." he says, just kind of pausing for a moment. We'll work on that.
And Menace goes to train to get swole.
To get swole.
Hang on, just.
Yeah, you could be just like Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, a mile run, and don't go with the air conditioning or the heater. And you could be just like Saitama.
One heel girl.
Alright, so Duran and
BRB.
and Cheese Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The building is on fire. There's no question about it. It's on fire right now. As
Okay.
it's essentially burning down to the ground. Let's see here. Cheese Wheel. Okay, yeah, Cheese Wheel, you ended up hearing a loud... Oh, damn, that was the wrong noise. Noise from inside the building. Easy to hear for your keen sense of hearing.
Okay.
And you hear Metis saying thank you from the rooftops.
Huh. Weird. Why is everybody at the roof? I'm going to dust myself off and head up. I should have 3 wounds.
And Duran, you do sense the souls on the rooftop, as well as a...
I punched Cheese Wheel.
I knew this was going to happen.
Roll unarmed.
Whilst on fire, because I'm still angry.
Oh my god.
He's staggered, isn't he?
Exhausted.
He's...
I think.
That doesn't even hit.
Hero points!
He is
I don't know if
staggered.
we have hero points right now.
Do we have here?
At this second, no. You will have it in the next episode.
I get you. But yes. Oh, we don't.
I mean, you can tire yourself even more.
Yeah, I'm going to tire myself
we don't
even
know
more.
what Duran's condition is right now.
Well, he is
He's
currently fatigued. Because he did overexert himself.
Isn't
No,
he
I was-
staggered?
I was fatigued. It was this thing.
It was that thing.
Oh no,
That's
that healed off.
Yeah, that... Oh, right, Metis healed that one off.
That was my thing. That was my factor, man.
He was the...
See, I knew when we started, the first thing Duran was going to do was trying to hit Cheese Wheel.
Yeah. You scratched him in the face, or his mask, so technically you didn't hit his face. But still, it's a nice mask.
Here, let me just copy and paste. This is what... This is your status condition.
Yeah,
That is
I had
the
it
staggered.
I had it on. No, give me back the other one. No. I remembered. I'm a responsible player. Like a car.
Yeah, the car he threw backwards.
Okay, I know. Then I'm going to like ouch. What was that?
Yeah, you're staggered. You're not fatigued. So, good news.
Right.
By the way, when I'm rolling against Cheese Wheel, what am I trying to hit again? Like, does it
You're
go as
trying to
parry? Yeah,
do
parry.
this
Yes,
parry.
it's your.
It's one
scratch.
lower. My parry is lower than it is in the Weremouse form, but only by 1.
Yeah, I was trying to. You're like a martial artist. I think, right?
Ish.
Don't they have high parry?
Waggle's hand.
Wag.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
because I
no.
move around so fucking much.
I'm going to.
He has a high dodge and parries because he's fast for being small guy.
I will exhaust myself and try to hit him again.
All right, you are going to be fatigued. Roll to hit again. This is not a re-roll. This is trying to do a separate attack.
Yep. No, this. That was bad.
Yeah,
I'm just really tired right now because from all the chasing.
Seriously, dude? Fuck off.
Why did you hit me?
I don't fucking know. Everything's a blur.
I'm breaking your legs!
I'll break your legs! You look like shit!
You can't even lift a pencil, you pushing...
No, that's Metis.
It's at this point that Muteki is just sort of hearing these two argue, and he's just sort of like,
yeah, and you even hear the turmoil in your head.
he's just sort of like, gentlemen.
What?
Oh, it's in my head again. Lovely. What?
We will discuss this after we have contained the damage from the impending warehouse fire.
Isn't
You
there
can handle
like...
that. I'm gonna kill a midget.
Where?
The annoying Patreon guy.
He's actually taller than me, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Everyone's a midget, so
That is true. He's a really tall guy.
I do not. Actually, wait. No, it's not. Muteki would not be the one to say that. Anyway,
let's see. Let's see if this actually ends up happening. Oh, it does. Hey, Duran! A piece of paper ends up flying right into your face.
I take it off.
It reads, "Next time you won't be so lucky." Written down just like that.
I just burst into flames angrily.
With the correct spelling of
Yes, exactly.
it's like the grammar is perfect. Like the grammar is terrible, but the is just perfect grammar.
It's very fancy writing. Even it has that little curly Y and all.
A little bit of gold paint in the pen. By the way, sorry for kind of acting like a jerk just a little bit ago, because I had thought that you were saying she couldn't have attempted moving anything even without a check, even with a check. So I don't know why. I don't know why my brain. I don't know why my brain read it that way, but you know.
Right.
Anyway. It's at this point that Muteki is also going to just going to go ahead and we have nobody who can contain a potential block fire, can we?
Well, what you might notice about this building is there's nothing around this building.
Yeah.
Trees are around this building.
There's walls.
Oh.
It's basically like a giant campfire right now.
Okay.
If we really wanted to, we could destroy all the trees.
So, I have an important question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What the hell happened to Captain Perfect?
Oh, he's been rushed off to the hospital because he was kind of KO'd on live TV.
How did they get to him with...
Knockback?
Yeah, knockback.
Okay. Just making sure you hadn't accidentally forgotten about him or something.
No, he's in the hospital.
I just realized
again.
Not a single one of us has a phone, do we?
I don't know how to use technology.
Does, I think.
Cheese Wheel got himself a nice new, highly advanced Razor flip phone. You know,
I got me one of them clam phones.
It's got 100 minutes on it.
It's got totally 100 minutes on it.
100 whole minutes.
Yeah.
A whole minute.
FYI, nice. After Ron reads that note, he is walking towards where he remembers the factory that they encountered before. He's walking towards it right now, not even paying attention to the fire.
Okay, so he's just stomping off back to Fathom's place.
Whilst on fire, really angry. Like, he's still on fire. If a child came near, they'd be like, that's a lot of fire. Where are the marshmallows?
Sad thing is, I was about to say the same thing.
Boom. Totally doesn't even care about Cheese Wheel anymore.
Are you going to try to walk through the wall, or are you over the wall?
This is a wall?
Yes,
a wall.
that's a wall.
I wish you told us that last time. No, I'm just going to walk. I'm going to walk over here then. Because we walked through that last time.
I figured you jumped. You have leaping.
Yeah, but Metis, I think, walked through it last time.
Metis actually had to go around.
Okay, cool. I didn't see that. I was just like, Metis got you. Yeah, no, he's just stomping off angrily.
All right. It seems there's a man on fire. Duran? You end up seeing the fire trucks coming by. As they see you on fire, they stop, and suddenly there is a blast of water trying to cool you off. It's like, this man is in danger. He's coming out of a burning building on fire.
I'm going to walk through the water, grab the nozzle, and crush it, and just tell them I'm doing it. Stop doing that.
It's at this point.
And yes, I'm intimidating them. I'm being like...
It's at this point that Duran is considered a supervillain.
Oh my god.
And
Okay, roll your intimidate. Against these firefighters.
These poor people who are just doing their jobs.
Alright, let's see their insight, see if they do any good. Wow. They rolled just what they need to be like, sir, you're on fire. Calm down. We're here to help. They are not intimidated. They're trying to calm you down.
These firefighters got balls, man. You don't
They do.
okay. Duran, they're firefighters. You can't intimidate people who run into burning buildings as a part of their career.
okay, last thing I'm just gonna do, or just hand it out to everyone else. I'm just gonna Hellhelm flare their tire. I'm just gonna open my mouth, my mask cracks open, and I just shoot a flare at their wheel, and then I start walking off.
Okay.
Even if they're still hitting me with water.
Yeah, that wheel just melts into the roadway. Well, yeah, and you do hear the siren go. All right, gonna need some ID on that guy. You see, or you hear a as you're walking away.
Do you think that was Rick Cameraman?
Probably, might have been.
Or was it Kurt Cameraman?
Kurt Cameraman.
Kirk Cameron. Oh man, I loved him in. Hold on, let me go to his IMDb page again.
Oh my god, no! He's terrible.
Yeah. So I'm just walking steadily, trying to catch my breath, and I'm ready to break face.
And all right, are anyone else gonna try to stop him from fully?
I don't even know if I can see him.
Oh, you see him now. This walking fireball.
I would like to say this reminds me of a certain thing on a YouTube video I've seen. I think you know too.
Duran, wait! Thud.
One of the adventurers going off to kill the king.
It's at this point that Muteki proceeds to jump over all of those feet that he can jump over because he has a leap of. He could literally leap 30 miles if he wanted to.
That's a lot of feet.
Wait, Nace, what do I need to roll to fall off of a building?
And
oh, you don't have to roll anything to fall off a building. Do you want to attempt to not try and take fall damage?
I will make an honest attempt.
Well, it is an acrobatics check to tumble for no damage.
Jack of all trades!
Okay.
Muteki proceeds to jump onto the to the light pole and has his arms crossed and proceeds to state, Duran.
Just angrily walks under the light post.
5, 10, 15. Alright, it's 3 degrees.
He just suddenly reaches out and attempts to move object on Duran so that he's still walking, but he's doing it in midair and is not actually moving forward.
Roll a toughness, Metis.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Sorry, you were already calculating something. My bad.
It's okay. Yeah,
Oh,
you made because there was literally a damage 1. That's DC 16 to overcome. Congratulations, you're not hurt.
She's still whining, though. It's like...
And Duran did hear Metis try to stop her before she just kind of fell and is now whining in front
Blind
of
rage
Chief
right now.
I'm picking him up. I'm picking him up with move object, so he's like still walking, but he's doing it in midair and not going anywhere.
Roll me a dodge to see if you actually manage to get full effect or not.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, you're picked up. Your legs are kind of walking. You think you're moving forward, but you're not.
Perfect. Do I notice?
That is a very good question. And let's see here.
Considering blind rage, does he take a penalty to his observation check?
I would like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does take a penalty to his observation check, and
I'm all for that.
Because of how much of a blind rage you're in, I'm going to say that that's a -5 to your penalty, circumstance penalty.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Where's the disadvantages and advantage rolls?
Now,
It's
granted,
we just calculated in.
Oh, we just calculate. Okay.
yeah. Well, granted, you could also just opt to fail if you want to.
I will still roll because I think that's more fun.
All right. You know what?
What do you want me to roll?
You roll perception check to see if you've noticed.
Okay. Perception. And then do I have to
Bear in
roll again
mind,
and take the
that's a
lowest?
result of an 11.
Yes, that is a result of a total 11. You don't notice with how much of a blind rage you're in.
And I'm still walking angrily.
Muteki is just sort of like, Duran.
What?
Calm yourself.
Do I now notice that I'm floating in the air?
Yes. You notice that you are a little taller than normal to Muteki.
Well, actually, Muteki's standing on a light pole, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why he walked under him.
He's just sort of, Muteki is just sort of looking over and stating, You are unbalanced. You must take a moment, breathe, and then we will determine our next move.
Mask cracks open, and I shoot a fireball at the light post he's standing on.
Oh, are we getting a Cap America Civil War going on here? Yeah, boy!
Okay.
He's fucking staggered and is gonna get his ass kicked.
Basically.
Alright, that light pole really fucks up its toughness as it snaps in half and is falling. Muteki, what are you doing?
Muteki proceeds to like acrobatics off of the light pole, and then like ends up right and tries to end up right here.
Roll me your acrobatics.
Yep.
Backflips for days.
Oh God, no, I do not.
Do not land on me.
So you tried to kick yourself off the falling pole to land over there, but your foot slipped slightly as you basically jumped into Duran.
Oh God. So tumble into Duran. Oh God.
Yes, basically. But I'm gonna need you to roll me a will check to see if you're sustaining your move object on him right now.
Sure.
You are, thankfully. But let's see. Are you gonna try to grab onto him, or are you just gonna fall now?
Yeah, it's at this point that he is going to... It's at this point that Muteki is going to not only try and grab onto him, but he's outright going to actually attempt a proper grab, yes.
Okay.
Grapple the grapple nut.
Grapple the grapple. Roll on armed or grapple, whichever's better.
Didn't I throw that thing?
You threw it backwards into the wall. The car is... the car does not function.
So get this, I have...
Didn't Cheese Wheel buy that?
No, he jury-rigged it, which means
he bought it
use.
and then jury-rigged it so that he could use it to drive into the building.
Did he buy it off the guy?
Yeah,
He dropped a lot of cash into his lap.
Right. But then you jury-rigged it, so it's currently not capable of being used until
it's at this
actual
point,
repairs can be done.
I have grabbing finesse on my advantages, which means I can use my dexterity check rather than my strength check to do grabbing things. And so what I have done is I have basically landed right next to Duran. I've landed next to Duran, and I'm kind of like going like this on him right there, using my momentum to kind of get a better hold on him.
All right.
FYI, I'm still on fire. I like everything.
Oh God, that's right.
Well, did you have a reaction damage associated with your fire, like a fire aura?
I have no idea.
Well, then
Okay.
I don't remember it being statted on there. So if it's not there, then there's no damage being done.
Okay, you're just like
The fire is going upward. It's not going outward.
Well, it's all over my body. Let's just say that's like little patches everywhere, and you just grabbed.
It's like if I'm grabbing him, I smother the patches. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're a ninja. You can do it.
It's like
you can do it. You got a high enough check.
Yeah, no. If it was a leaf monster that is like fall and really crispy, then I would be like, that's bullshit. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just kinda-
I would do some countermeasures there. Yeah.
ninjas are immune to flames for now.
yes, ninjas. I mean, what do you mean for now? They've always been immune to flames. Anyway,
Pirates disagree.
so it's at this point that Muteki is kind of holding on.
All right.
Basically, I was doing more of the grapple to break my fall. Yeah.
All right, so you have him grappled, or you're holding on to him. Duran, how are you reacting?
I'm gonna grab him and then just throw him over. Try to.
Okay, well, you both are currently in a situation for this to actually occur. Roll me your grapple to see if you can grapple this nimble guy.
20.
Oh,
What's your parry?
6.
6. And because you're vulnerable, since you're grappling, and you both are, so your active defenses are minus by 1.
Gate, what's your
Unless you
parry?
have...
I do not have
any
improved
holding?
grapple.
Okay.
I do not have any improved holds or anything like that.
All right, so...
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that very close.
Duran, you do manage to grab onto Muteki.
Oh
You're-
God!
You're
Here I
hugging-
go.
You're hugging so gingerly.
Well, I'm assuming that he grabbed me from behind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, just like just grabbing his head.
All right, so you both have each other in grapples.
Duran's just probably got a stern face, just like not being for.
It's
You can exhaust yourself to do another movement, but or another action, but that's pretty much all you'd be able to do right now.
Then I will do that.
You will exhaust yourself. Okay.
I will exhaust myself. I'm just gonna, while he's grabbed, I'm just gonna be like trying to twirl us around and do my Ragnarok bomb.
Oh no!
Oh
And
no!
that is a 21.
Against
no.
the even lower parry at this point, which is a 3. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need a toughness check, Muteki.
Oh God! Here we go. Damage 14. Oh God!
Oh, jeez.
So Muteki's like, Duran, you are not thinking straight. Duran. And
Hey,
No,
oh!
that is an actual full-blown KO. That's 20 less.
yeah, and we don't have hero points right now, so it's like I'm imagining as well, for the sake of effect.
Uh-huh.
Can I spend a non-existent hero point to say that creates like a crater around us for dramatic effect?
You don't need to spend the hero point for that. I'm saying yes because of just how powerful that attack is.
Muteki shaped crater.
It's like a Muteki shaped crater in the floor, and he's just sort of like, oh.
Forwarding over to Medicine's cheese wheel.
I like how the fact that the most damage we've taken so far is from ourselves.
Hey, I got the best party ever. They're doing my work for me.
I checked to
So-
see if Metis is alright from falling off a fucking building.
So we're rewinding a little bit.
Physically, Metis is fine. Mentally, she's
Mentally.
just sobbing.
Oh dear. Okay.
BRB.
Okay.
I can take the castle off because she's not on the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout out to them. Hey!
The two engrossed into their battle. You actually see them floating in midair right now. As Duran...
These two?
Oh, those two? These guys?
Yeah, it's.
I thought you were talking over there.
I do not care of the wrestling match between two fools.
Okay.
This fool was about to win and stop running away.
Okay.
So this one,
Yeah.
this guy's like, "What do you want? Get
You
us down
okay?
from, get us down from here! This is this unconscious girl, and why did you guys leave me on the burning building?"
You know, that's a good question. I'll answer it with another question later, but not right now. So, is the parking brake on?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to put it into neutral and push the car.
Hang on, I'm gonna be more practical about this.
Okay.
Metis goes over to here.
Okay.
Hey, fire department people!
Yes.
There are two people on top of that building!
Oh, yeah.
We. All right. Let's get
Grab your ladder!
Thanks.
You can
I
do it!
know.
I believe in you!
We gotta unbolt the ladder first, because we expected the truck to be able to make it all the way, not burn down here.
Use a hammer! Hit
Gee.
it really hard!
All right. Cheese Wheel, give me a
Uh,
persuasion check.
While he's doing that, there you go, Cheese Wheel.
Thank you.
Okay.
How much do I heal?
Well, all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Lovely.
Okay, so the frustration levels on this guy is visible for sure. He's like, "Thanks, I'll do that." And so he grabs his ladder after unscrewing the two bolts with his hands, because so it doesn't fall off when they're driving the thing. And he, with a couple of other firemen, take the ladder over.
Okay.
Don't have to be sarcastic assholes, you know that.
What do you mean?
No,
Like,
they say as they're walking by.
Yeah, like as they're walking by, I'm still going like that.
Alright, Cheese Wheel, what's your dodge?
Oh, my dodge is 14.
14. Oh, you're lucky. One of their hats missed you as it was thrown right at you.
Oh, does it hit me? Because I'm standing right behind them.
No, it actually hits the wall behind him.
Okay.
This
Thanks!
one right
I grabbed the helmet. It's mine now.
I
The fools.
have returned. Alright. Cheese Wheel's
Okay.
Cheese Wheel.
there. Cheese Wheel's ticking off the fire department. Alright, so the fire department people end up going to rescue these. What are you two doing? Because at this moment, Muteki has just kicked off the light pole and is grabbing onto Duran, because I told you we rewound a little bit.
I'm thinking Metis is probably about to pass out.
It's about to pass out?
She's had a long day. She's already fatigued. She's been terrified out of her wits.
Fair. And what's Cheese Wheel gonna do, aside from patronize the fire department?
Well, I could do that for the next amount of time whilst they're trying to take the fire out without a fire hose. What I'm going to do is attempt to repair the vehicle.
That Duran totally did not break.
The fire vehicle or the car vehicle that you bought?
My car. It's right
Which
here.
which one looks more liable to be repaired easier?
The fire truck, because that can still be jury rigged.
Okay.
BRB.
I guess I am going to repair the car.
All right, well that's gonna take a long time. So,
I got time.
all
Should we
right.
wait for Nib to come back?
Well, she's about to pass out as Metis, and
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Cheese
hold on.
Wheel is going to start repairing the car instead. And at that moment, Cheese Wheel, you hear Thoom! As Muteki has just been pile driven into the ground by Duran.
I gotta take a moment to check. Oh,
So you got him in a hole. There's a crater formed as Duran's getting ready to walk away. What do?
Does Metis see before she passes out?
Before she passes out, yeah. Let's see. Metis.
These aren't seconds, right? So
This is kind of just free rounds at the moment. So
Okay.
no, Metis unfortunately does not see. She's
She
panicking
probably
too
passed out right as the boom happened.
much.
good.
you know, I think Duran will totally be able to handle Featham by his complete self. So I'm going to go back to the car.
Okay. And
Oh.
with that,
Both of them are mortal.
with that, I am actually going to call scene as Metis is passed out, Muteki is passed out, Cheese Wheel's off and cleaning or fixing the car, and
Cheese Wheel's apathetic as fuck.
and Duran is off for some blood. So until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye.